lineup?
I would be very biased to say this, but Vanny, I'll be going on to the side of Team Falcons APBREN, even though I've been talking.
Flexibility wise, Kaltizi still has it in the bag. But again, the question is coming into the match number 5, who will be superior on the rise of that farming, on the stacking for both of these teams? Falcons APBREN versus Team Liquid Philippines, who are the one who will be victorious throughout this best of 3?
Vanny, I've got the feeling of nostalgia here because of this Lance pick from Carl Tazzi. It reminds me the M2 World Championship. This Lancelot is one of the main band for the opposing side because Carl Tazzi, he is one of the great assassin heroes way back then, but when the meta switched up into a tank heroes, it kind of lost onto his capabilities, but still right now he's reviving it. But here comes Carl Tazzi with an aggression, and he will just get a back away, just poking out the side of Team Liquid.
I love that note when you talk about how this meta right now is more about tankiness, because we know for a fact this is where it is important to know all the updates, all the patch notes that is necessary to actually pull a really good win for your side, right? And no matter what, the fact that we are seeing more of the opportunity, all the advantage goes out to those who are from the tank role. But I feel like Kaltizi doesn't really matter much, because for me that even though he knows that if you have like two tankiness in the opponent's side, he has been forming well. I mean, talked about how you've already gained how many? I think more than 7 MVPs in their belt of Team Liquid itself. So I feel like no matter how much you put out an updates or the patch note or even the metas, Kaltizi will be unaffected because he are
Yes.
far more superior when it comes to the assassination now. And going into pick for the side of the bot lane, we do see most of them are just returning. But Benny QD meeting off with Super Marco. He has the hype line to be depleted, but somehow Super Marco also try to get in to that repositioning and try to fight it off, but it's not going to be enough. Turtle has already been spawned. And now let's see who will be the far more quicker to actually steal it away.
So far, so good, but here comes the initiation coming from JP all the way onto the back line. But Sanji is just not taking the bait. But here comes the Detona coming from Flap TZ in the 3-man Minuan's Fury coming from Owen. Oh my god, the damage output here coming from Carl TZ, but still, they can't find any kills right now because they don't have any damage out. They're lacking actually. They don't have any resources.
Wow, not only fail to actually
Wait.
get a hold. Kaltizi.
Kaltizi.
Oh, that was close. That was really close. If he actually commit to that, he could have actually be able to do so. But then again, it's a risk to be taken. So he did not want to overcommit. So in the end, he fall back and just focus on his objective. So I like the fact it's the 50-50, it could have actually go to his side. He could have actually get the trades of that Falcon APBREN is looking forward to, but then again he might also shut down with the attempt of TLPH ganging up against him, right? But here on out we do see him stealing some of the crabs that is needed on the side of territory and try to actually go in for a fight with Call TZ as well, but then again pull away. But here on out Sanford push through with the penalty zone, try to gang it up. Kaltizi will be taken out by Kaltizi, and now leaving Kaltizi all alone. Double kill come through, and there you go, getting another 2 kills in the hands of Team Liquid.
Team Liquid pulling the trigger first, doing an aggressive play here onto the bottom lane and not giving any space for the Falcons APBREN to farm out their items. And Owen with the Minua's Fury, but there is no follow-up damage. Lantern Flare coming from Feud, just lifting out Soundford, but Soundford doesn't have any escape mechanism anymore. He doesn't have the flicker, and he will be going down onto the rest of Falcons APBREN. I guess that was an overstaying for the side of Team Liquid Page. That's why they got punished by the opposing side.
Oh yeah, definitely. I do like that idea. I love that note, overstaying. I mean, like, hey, you gotta pay the tax, man. that's not the place that you want to go in. So AvCap just definitely takes advantage of it, takes that opportunity into their own hands. But yes, second turtle is coming up here, and the fact that Team Liquid
Ooh,
was the one is going in for the rush. JP takes
JP!
down Ogwin straight away, and now leaving off at few, managed to scur away without the casualty to be taken out. I like the fact that almost close enough to grab it up, but Flap TZ on the other note right here. Team Liquid not only able to hold things out, but oh, coming in
Bonus
now,
welcome!
Paras pushing in, stunning off the team of Liquid, but somehow it's going to be Stanford who shuts down Flap TZ.
They don't have any damage output, even though if that was a successful Detona's welcome, but still, the damage wasn't there. They're still lacking. A few got choked out here onto the middle lane, but still, Team Liquid pushing onto their limit, doing plays after plays, and this is the thing that they really want to show off in this game.
Oh, this is tough. This is really tough for Team FCAP. I mean, like, if you are at the side of Team FCAP, you know for a fact that this is the crucial point where Team Liquid is looking much more better off. They are in a really good composition because the fact that we've talked about is you are tanky. You are already a good buff on the side of your teammates, but somehow, no matter what, TLPH was able to break it down, was able to shut down. The damage was just too much to be bare that Team FCAP could not do anything. And JP just sneakily looking over to the side of FCAP, trying to make sure that they don't get the buff. But nevertheless, it's not going to do anything. FCAP still have a really good guard here to Super Marco. They're not going to allow JP to mess around with their goal lane right here.
The redemption here coming from JP. But wait, the Dona's welcome was popped here coming from Flap TZ, just chowing out Carl TZ, but still, he's getting pursued by Kyle. Oh my god, that was a really close call, but still they managed to take down Flap TZ. Onto the backline, Minima's Fury was popped, and Ogwen still chasing out JP, while Sanji, they are here to make some retaliation, and nice flicker knocking up coming from JP, and the Dominators descend, nearly taking down Super Marco, and that was a very nice kill, but still, Kyle TZ is not done yet. He really wants to find some enemies, but doesn't want to overextend, and that is a reset for that Assassin Shadow.
It doesn't matter. They don't even have to commit because it's already an opening for them to get another turtle on their side. They're already leading up. This is a really good margin, not just for the goals, but also for their kills, right? 9-3, and then over 4,000 goals on the side of Team Liquid. You know that that's when the margin has already been put out by Team Liquid to say that we are better now. We are in a good form. What are you going to actually respond, Team FCAP? Because so far right now, no matter how much you try to actually bear the damage, it's still not enough to survive it out. Even with the Minotaur on the side with Barrett sticking together as the combo, it's just too much, and they ended up losing to the side of Team Liquid.
Yes, indeed, Danny. But what if the teams just gonna reset and they will just gonna chill out for a minute since the Lord will be respawning in 70 seconds? But the network lead is starting to pile up for the side of Team Liquid PH. Do you think there is an opening for the side of Falcons APBREN to turn things around and maybe dragging this to close out the game number 5?
Possibility. I do agree on that. The fact that defense wise, I do feel that AFCAP has the idea potential, but the execution is still in the favor. Now going in straight for the charge, but somehow will not be able to connect the dot. It's going to be Stanford who takes down Ogwin, and will be able to take down Flatizzy. Now they're opening all the doors to shut down AFCAP. Flatizzy takes down the turret as well, and as this go in, Few also been shut down, and this is where all the hopes of coming in from Falcon APBREN is lost as Team Liquid is just dominating all over the place.
There's not there's no even casualty for the side of Team Liquid, so that is a very surprise play coming from the side of Team Echo Liquid, and they're just snowballing right now. 3-12 will be our score, and 8K network lead onto their favor, and they will be getting this first Lord of the game freely onto their hands.
First lot, and we saw how it was previously during throughout all the earlier matches. When they had that first lot, they were able to actually just shut down all of the game, and they ended off already throughout that 11 minutes. But the only closest game that we saw was match number 4, right? And then going in right now to match number 5, it could be the same case of what we've seen throughout match 1, 2, and 3. But unless Team FCAP has something up their sleeve, change things around, maybe there's a way for them to at least try to bring it back to Team Falcon AP Brands. But here on out, going into the level wise, Cal TZ, yes, you are on the level 12. Yes, you have been trying your best to farm it out, but few try to actually catch a Sanford first of all
Ooh,
to go into the lane, but it's not gonna be easy though. Attempts over attempts is a failure, and coming in for a fight is gonna
Pearl
be the one.
TZ!
No, Call TC going in. Lester pushing in to actually go in for a fight. Doesn't manage to actually connect it up, but it was enough to pull through to make sure that FCAP has so much of the death side or even damage wise. But a great defense mechanism coming in from FCAP. A really good move in, but now they push into the charge.
Ooh! Sanford with a 4-man setup using his penalty zone and follow-up damage coming from Benny Cutie with his blazing duet was way enough for them to take down 2 members coming from the side of Team Falcons AP Brand. They managed to make some holes here onto the top turret. And Bani, that was a very nice surprise penalty zone coming from Sanford, catching Falcons AP Brand off guard.
Oh yeah, agree. I definitely agree on that note. I mean, like, yeah, he did have to sacrifice himself, but at least that's opening up a lot of the opportunity for Team Liquid to go in for the burst, right? And at the same time, right here, they're denying the purple buff of the territory of FCAP. I'm loving the fact that Team Liquid is getting more aggressive to a point that, nah, you're not gonna get anything from us. We're gonna actually dominate this right on. You might deny us on that first Lord, but then again, I mean, I don't want to discredit what FCAP has done. The effort that they've done just now was just super for the defense wise. Now going into the itemization, I mean, Sanford just needs 2 more to go, and then we got at least Carl TZ. Look at that. I mean, oh, he already finished off the last item. He's already in the lead with that goal. And I feel that this is where the peak of Team Liquid is going to shut it out. If you don't like close off any of that attempt coming in from Carl TZ, this is going to be even tougher for Team FCAP to actually survive all the way for this match number 5.
And Falcons AP Brand, they are in a quarantine right now. They can't even get out of their base to farm up some resources because they're really scared from the possible ambush here coming from the side of Team Liquid PH. But the first Luminous Lord will be up in 5 seconds, and this will be going onto the hands of Team Liquid Echo PH. Do you think is this the end of the game for our game number 5, Danny?
I mean, not to discourage the fans of Team Falcons AP Brands. If they don't do what they did just now with that defense mechanism with a really good cover off, especially the fact that I feel like at least we did see that Ogwen try his best, as well as Flap TZ try to actually do a defense, and we do see that Super Marco survive it at all, try to actually takes down Sanford, but it was just only one trait for him. Instead, Team Liquid was able to grab a hold of 3 players on that return favor as well. So it's not gonna be easy though. But I feel like at this point of time, if you don't do something throughout that marching of Second Lord, I feel this could be in the favor of closing of Team Liquid.
Yes, partner, but we will gonna have our answer in a while since the first Luminous Lord has already been marching down here onto the top lane and they don't have any inhibitor turret here. So here comes the console play coming from Sanji, just trying to find some openings, but here comes the 3-man penalty zone once again coming from Sanford, following up with the damage output here onto the side of Team Liquid. They don't even need the blazing duet. Oh my god.
Yet again, another win for Team Liquid for this match number 5. One step closer into the Grand Champion title. So far, we are seeing Team Liquid resetting even far better, and Team FCAP struggling to pull through despite they put out a